Hello and welcome to Mo Car Problems. I'm your host Moses. The past video I made, I talked about a variety of things that I want to talk about in the future. Car warranties, repair shops, dealerships. So now I'm going to break it down and make individual videos on certain topics now. So I'm going to might do a warranty video, maybe 1, 2, 3 different videos. I might do same for repair shops, might be one video, might be multiple. I'm trying to do it short and sweet. So maybe say 20, 30 minutes roughly. We'll see how long it will go. Maybe more, maybe less, but I'm not going to have it go for like an hour. I want to make it into smaller individual videos, and we'll go more in depth in each topic now. So first, I'm going to start with extended warranties. I'm going to start with the bare basics. So what is a car warranty? So when you buy a vehicle new, they come with manufacturer warranties. So they usually come with, let's say, emissions warranty, a bumper-to-bumper, and a powertrain. Now, the powertrain is what makes the vehicle move, is the easy way to think about it. So an engine, transmission, axles, differentials, transfer cases, things like that are a powertrain. And usually powertrain warranties are longer, the bumper to bumper, because they're very specific. And now a bumper to bumper, the phrase is it goes from the front bumper to the rear bumper and everything in between. Doesn't mean it covers the actual bumpers and the doors. What that means, though, is it covers the stuff outside of powertrain. So sure, the engine, transmission as well, but the stuff powertrain wouldn't cover. So all the smaller stuff, electrical, AC, radio, steering, suspension, anything that's not wear and tear items or caused from accidents or maintenance, that's what bumper to bumper covers. That's why the typical warranty is like 3 years, 36,000 miles, bumper to bumper. And it might be, let's say, 4 years, 45,000 miles powertrain. Every manufacturer is different. So Hyundai, for example, they have a 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain. And then for the bumper to bumper, they have a 5-year, 60,000 miles. And it goes wherever comes first. So if you hit 5 years, the car is 5 years old, the warranty's out bumper to bumper. If you hit 60,000 miles first, then it's out by mileage. Whatever comes first is what they go by. And that only counts if you're the first owner for Hyundai. Some car manufacturers, they don't really care if you have 1 or 2 owners, but some do. Hyundai is one of those. If you're the second owner, they cut that warranty in half. So that's what a manufacturer warranty is on vehicles. It's supposed to like warranty the product to try to show you that you can trust the product, right? Now, if we go into more, let's talk about extended warranties. So let's say you want to buy a car, right? Let's say the Hyundai, for example. 5 years, 60,000 miles is bumper to bumper. Once that expires, you have the powertrain, 10 years, 100,000 miles. Let's say you want more than that, though. Let's say you want the bumper to bumper to last more than 5 years. You figure you're paying this car for more than 5 years. Why not, right? So there's could be some options. Depends on the dealer you buy the car from. So an example with that would be the dealer might say, hey, I do offer a longer extension on this warranty through Hyundai, but this is how much it'll cost. Some manufacturers or some dealerships do not offer that. They'll say, nope, that's all you get. However, we do sell something called an extended warranty, an aftermarket extended warranty. So it's not through Hyundai or through Ford, wherever you're buying the car from, but it's an aftermarket. It's a warranty that's not from the manufacturer. So let's say Bob's Warranties, for example. If Bob says, hey, I'm going to sell you an extended warranty, would you like to sell that at your dealership? Dealership may say, sure, we'll sell that. And we'll offer it to the customers if they want that. So if you want a warranty to last longer than a manufacturer's warranty, you can buy an optional extended warranty. So it could be outside the manufacturer. Now it's a private, like third-party company now. That's what extended warranty is. So don't get fooled when you get those letters in the mail and say your warranty is about to expire, and you're like, I had this car for years. Why is it saying that now? So if you're afraid that could be a scam, which some of them are scams, I know there's a meme going around about that for a while, about your car warranty is about to expire. Always call the manufacturer. Don't call the number on the paper. It's the same thing if you get an email saying that, oh, Wells Fargo or Chase says your bank account is $0. Don't click the link and log in. because a lot of those can be scams as well, and they'll see your password that you're putting in the system. This happened a couple of times where I saw that kind of email, and then I would go onto the Wells Fargo app, not through the link in the email, through the app, and my bank account was perfectly fine. So I knew it was a scam. So if you get a letter in the mail saying your manufacturer's warranty is about to expire or extended warranty is about to expire, don't call that number. Call the dealership you bought it from to make sure your extended warranty isn't about to expire if you don't have the paperwork. Or even call local any Ford dealership and they'll tell you if the manufacturer warranty is still valid or not from your VIN number. So those are the difference there. You have a manufacturer that comes with the car, and then there's optional extended warranties. Some dealers don't sell the same warranties. Depends where you buy the car. Some dealers do offer extended warranties that are third party. Some do not. Some offer different ones. So a Ford dealer in Tampa could offer you an extended warranty through Bob, but you buy from Ford in Miami, it could be Tim's extended warranty. It's whatever warranty company wants to sell to what dealer, whatever agent wants to sell it. So that's the bare basics of it. Now with these warranties though, they have, of course, deductibles. So they're very similar to insurance, right? You pay a deductible every time you want to have your vehicle serviced. There's certain things that it covers. So a warranty can cost money from a variety of different prices. Let's say, $800-900, could be $4,000, depending on the warranty, what you want to buy. So how it works is not only that when you want to go to a repair shop after you buy the car, your car has problems. Hey, I want to use my extended warranty, right? Okay. You give them the paperwork. They look at the number on your warranty paper. It says, call this number. This is how you file a claim with Bob's Warranty. The repair shop will call that number. Hey, I want to file a claim. This is the customer's paperwork. Does it cover an alternator? The warranty company will look at it. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Approved or denied. You pay your deductible. And then once the shop does repairs, after it's been approved, the warranty company usually gives the repair shop a credit card number. Just to pay off the claim, you sign the final invoice, you walk away, right? Typically, that's how it works. So when it comes to these extended warranties, they sell it to the manufacturer. Hey, Ford wants to sell Bob's warranties, as if you want something to buy outside of the manufacturer's warranty. So the thing is, if you need to file a claim, that Ford dealer may say, I don't want to have to go through filing a claim every time one of my customers buys this warranty. I don't want to deal with that in the paperwork. I'm going to pay a third-party company to file claims for me. So they'll put that warranty company's number on the warranty. So even though you have a warranty called Bob's Extended Warranties, that phone number could be to Tim's warranty. Tim might be the administrator of that, where he files the claims for Bob. So whenever you call that number, and Tim answers, hey, Tim's warranties, you're like, Tim? My warranty says Bob. Oh, well, we also do Bob warranties too. We do Bob, we do Tim. I'm like, what? How can you do multiple? That's usually how they can do it. There might be warranty companies where there'll be administrators of multiple different warranties. So they could be Bob's, they can do Tim's, they can do Allen's warranties. They'll put their phone number on these warranties and say, sure, you know what? You sell extended warranty through your dealer, give it to us. We will do it for you. Just, hey, pay us for our service. We'll tell you how much the claim costs. Just send us the money for the claim at the end of the month or whatever the case may be and pay us for our service. And the dealer doesn't have to worry about it. Their hands are clean, right? The dealer may just say, hey, okay, there's the rules I wanted you to follow with this extended warranty, and that's it. And sometimes some of these extended warranty companies, they may sell their own policies. So they can be administrators of some warranties, and they can sell their own too. So the last company I worked for as a claim adjuster, we didn't have any warranties of our own. We were strictly just administrators. So we did warranties for, let's say, A, warranties for company B, warranties for company C, warranties for company D. We were administrators of multiple different warranties. So a customer may call in and be like, who are you? I could say, oh, I'm Charles. This is the Charles warranty company. But my warranty says Bob on it. Yes, it is. It says Bob on it, but we're the ones in charge of Bob. Then someone else might call in. I have a Tim warranty. Well, we're in charge of Tim's warranties too. So you get an administrator in charge of multiple different warranties. So that third party company that files the claim will put their phone number on your contract. So they could either be an administrator of it, and they could also sell their own warranties too. The company I work for now does both. They sell their own warranties, and they're also administrators of warranties too. But they're not their contracts, but they'll be in charge of it, and sure, they'll file the claim for the dealer, do all the paperwork for them and all that. So how do they pay for the claims? Well, there's two ways that I know of. One is the first way I mentioned, where they'll file the claim, get it processed if it's approved, then tell the dealer, hey, this is how much the claim costs. You need to reimburse us for that and to pay us for our service. Another option is that the dealer may say, hey, here's a set pool of money to pay for the claims. And that's what you use to pay for the claims. So all the customers that buy the extended warranties, they'll pull money aside, put that in a pool. They'll tell the extended warranty company, use this pool of money to pay for the claims. That's another way they can do it. So I'll get more into it a little bit more later, but that's just the basics. It sounds a little confusing. The only thing you need to worry about is I bought an extended warranty, and if it's not through Ford, it might be another company, a third-party company. So if Ford says, no, we don't sell a Ford warranty, but we sell Bob's, it's no longer Ford's warranty. It's Bob's. They're selling Bob's warranty, right? And then that phone number you call may not go to Bob. It may go to someone else. Charles might be the one in charge of Bob's warranty, and they file the claims for you. So it sounds a little confusing, I know, but generally that's just how it is. That there'll be an administrator in charge of these warranties, and they'll file the claims. They're the ones you call to file a claim. You may not be talking to Bob for your warranty, if your warranty is through Bob. It might be Charles' warranty company, and they're in charge of Bob's. They'll file it for Bob. They'll file it for Ford, whatever the case may be. So I hope it's not too confusing. If you have any questions or need me to clarify, just let me know in the comments. I'll readjust and reevaluate everything. So next question is, should I get one? Now this depends. Should you get a extended warranty? Here's some scenarios here. A early 2000s Ford F-150, the ones that do not have the 5.4 Triton motors, those are problematic. The older ones, the smaller V8s, were very reliable. Now, not the best crash test rating, but the engines themselves are very, very reliable. Also, generation of Toyota Corolla from the early 2000s. Those also were very reliable cars. So you pay $4,000 for this extended warranty, you may not use it. Or barely at all. You may think it's not worth it now, right? You've owned this Corolla for years, you bought this extended warranty, and you didn't really use it at all. You just wasted $4,000. And the warranty expires in, let's say, 3 years. The extended warranty. To you, it seems like a waste of money. Now, the claims I do now at this company, a lot of people are buying used BMWs, used Mercedes, used Audis. These European cars already have problems, are problematic, and they're expensive to fix. So a used one is even more problems. You know what condition the previous owner left this car in. So you buying a used one is a risk. So I mentioned in the past video how I had to file a claim on a BMW where the engine was like 28 grand. I think the dealer wanted 30 itself, but the MSRP is 28, so they're charging more. Just for the engine, it was like 28 grand. And they wanted 30 over MSRP for the engine. That's not including labor. By the time you added labor, the one-time use parts, quote-unquote, they charge you for, ended up being almost $44,000 to replace the engine in this BMW. This BMW was over 6 years old. Had over 50,000 miles on it. And needed an engine. And it was an M5, I believe. You pay $4,000 for your extended warranty, and you have that car? That sounds like it pays for itself at that point, right? Granted, the warranty company is probably not going to pay that price for a new engine. They're going to say this car is used and old. We're going to try to sell a used engine, or tell the dealer to put in a used engine in this BMW. Even used engines for that BMW, we're looking around $21,000. Used. So even with a used engine, you're still getting your money's worth if you paid $4,000 for this warranty. And that warranty in particular will pay up to the MSRP value of the vehicle, or excuse me, the NADA value of the vehicle, what the car's worth at the time. So if that car is worth, let's say, $39,000, the warranty company could pay up to $39,000 in repairs. And one repair or multiple repairs. So you got your money's worth there. Even if the warranty company puts in nothing but used engines, used transmissions, over and over and over again, it'll go up to what the car's value is. So that's a lot more than what you paid for your warranty, right? But in the case of, let's say, the Corolla, early 2000s Corolla, well, you might not file a claim at all, or maybe something small like an oxygen sensor for $200, and you paid $4,000 for this warranty. It doesn't seem like it's worth it, right? So depending on the vehicle, buying an extended warranty can be worth it. It also depends on what warranty you buy, because some extended warranties are not that good. I personally do not like stated contracts, especially as a customer. That's the last thing you want. You want something that's like an exclusionary. They'll cover all these electrical and mechanical components except for what's in the not covered section. That's exclusionary. Stated will list each individual part that it will cover. So it's not going to list every part in the engine. It'll only list the parts in the engine it will want to cover. So that's something you don't really want. Because there's multiple times where people will file a claim and the part that failed slips through the cracks. It's something that's not listed. I need an engine. The timing chain jumped. Well, it covers timing chain. Yeah, but it jumped because the timing chain tensioner is bad. There's this tensioner. Not covered. You got to pay for an engine out of your own pocket. Not covered. Okay. Next, I need a transmission. That should be covered, right? Well, it lists each individual part in the transmission it'll cover. So what failed? Oh, the clutches failed. Doesn't say it covers clutches. Sorry. Not covered. Okay. And now let's say my rear end went out. Okay, well, what failed again? What specifically failed? Oh, it leaked out fluid from the axle seals and it seized up because it had no fluid in it. Oh, well, it says here it doesn't cover seals and gaskets for the diff. You're not covered. And you can be like, why did I buy this warranty? It's almost like every single thing is not covered. It's a scam. That's what a lot of people think, right? You have to read your warranty. Look at what it covers. Even if you don't understand all of it, at least read it and know. If it lists every single part it will cover in the engine, that's stated. So just be aware that means it's not going to cover everything. It's only going to cover what they say it will cover. So imagine owning a high-end BMW used with all these electronics, all this luxury parts in it, and when they break, if it's not specifically listed, you're not covered. And I know with BMW, for example, they may list parts differently. So they may not call something in the transmission a valve body. They can call it something completely different. And sometimes the warranty company people may not know that, oh, the Valvetronic is a valve body. They might not know that. Isn't listed, that exact name, not covered. Me, I go a little bit further. I'll research it and be like, okay, let me see what the name of this part is since they're calling it something different. I'll look at the description of the part. When I look it up, I'm like, oh, it's a valve body. They give me a part number. I look it up. It's a valve body. Okay, this is listed. This is covered. The warranty companies will not do that. They'll be nitpicky and be like, oh, that exact word is not in this contract. You are not covered. So it makes it seem like it's not worth it. So read your contracts. Read what they cover. Read everything they cover. If you know someone that knows about cars at all, have them come with you to the dealer when you buy a vehicle if you want an extended warranty. So it could be worth it sometimes, could not be. Depends on the vehicle, depends on what kind of contract you buy. Also depends how much you want to spend. $4,000 for a stated contract to me does not sound worth it. If it's an exclusionary contract for $4,000 and you're buying a high-end car, it's a good possibility it might be worth it. Also depends on the warranty company as well, how strict there are the rules. Make sure you're okay with the warranty's rules. Oh, you have to follow the maintenance that the owner's manual says. We'll talk about that a little later. If you don't follow that, then they can deny your claim. So it depends on what you want. I personally think you shouldn't buy used luxury vehicles unless you know what you're getting yourself into. Just because that $110,000 BMW 4 years later is now only worth $40,000 and it's your dream to own a luxury car, doesn't mean it's worth it. Just because the price went down doesn't mean the repairs cost went down. If anything, they've gone up because repair shops are charging more per hour now. A lot more. So it's more expensive now. So is it worth it? Is it worth buying that luxury car? That's a common problem I have with customers, is that I'll have customers complaining saying, how can I afford this if the warranty doesn't cover it? And they bought a high-end luxury car. I'm saying, how can I afford it? And my thought process is, why did you buy this type of vehicle? I had a customer that was upset that we didn't cover a battery. And they had an exclusionary contract, I believe. So it would cover engine, transmission, AC. They had any type of like air suspension problems with this Land Rover. All these different things. They were mad they didn't cover a $200 battery. And they were threatening to cancel their warranty. At the end of the day, I don't make any more money whether you cancel it or not. And I was kind of surprised. I'm like, this is your first claim that when you bought this car. All it needs is a battery. You're upset that you got to pay for a battery? But it covers so much more that can go wrong with this car. They're so much more money than a battery. They cost so much more money. Are you sure you want to go that? Doesn't make sense to me. You cancel your warranty, and then a month later you need an engine. It's too late now. You canceled it because it didn't cover a $200 battery. Don't buy these cars if you can't afford to repair them. If you can and you're aware of the problems, then go ahead. If you're aware of the risks, by all means. But don't think just because this car is on sale that everything else with it is going to be perfect. Why the tire is so expensive on this BMW? Well, it's staggered wheels and tires. The specific model, the front tires, are thinner than the rear tires. So they buy two separate tires. That'll be low profile tires because of the size of the rims. You want oil changes? Well, you can't get bulk oil like you did in your Corolla. It's got to be full synthetic oil for this type of vehicle. You're not going to pay more for the oil changes. You have a check engine light code with your vehicle? Okay, some shops can diagnose a check engine light. Some cannot because it's a BMW. They say they won't have the tool for it. Maybe they buy a scan tool that only goes to a certain year. Maybe they try to chase away European vehicles. When I worked at a transmission shop, and we had Volvos come in, and there was a separate shop that we could send Volvos to because we weren't really equipped to handle those type of vehicles. Take apart the transmission? Sure, I had a tech that can do that. But program the computer on the Volvo, we did not have that. So we tried sending it to a guy, and he was like, me and Volvos do not get along. I don't want it. I don't want that car. If I do decide to take it, I'm going to charge you more. He told us that. And Imagine if you're a customer, you just bought this vehicle, and then all of a sudden it has transmission problems within a month of you owning it. And certain shops don't even want to touch it. You gotta do your research. Is this a reliable vehicle? Is it worth it? Cars now, used and new, are very expensive. Very, very expensive compared to what they used to be. I can talk about that in a different topic later, about car costs and reliability, but they are very expensive now. If you're buying a car that's a good deal, quote unquote, during this time, what's wrong with that car? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. That BMW 4 years ago was $100,000. That M5, now it's $39,000 with the mileage and age. It dropped dramatically for a reason. A lot of people may not want it. The problems, the reliability, the cost to maintain this thing. And you figure if people are rich, most likely they're going to want to buy the newer model. Sort of like people that have iPhones, where they're like, I have to buy the next model every single year. I have to. They'll get rid of it if it has problems or not. If you have the money for that, people may do it. So you get in this BMW, think, oh, it's low miles. Why do people get rid of it in the first place? Either they just want a newer model, or this thing has problems. Big problems. And there are boatloads of these BMWs and Mercedes for sale all the time. I file claims on BMWs and Audis and Mercedes. BMWs the most. Multiple times a week. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are people buying so many of these things used? They have so many problems. People may not do their research. And even if the warranty only covers a certain amount or doesn't cover it all, if it does cover a certain amount, even a little bit, it will help out dramatically from them having to pay every dime out of pocket to replace it. To replace the engine, transmission, whatever the case may be. So you have to decide, is this warranty for you? The type of vehicle you want. Is it worth taking the risk, buying this luxury car? If you cannot afford the repairs, I really suggest do not buying these vehicles, these European cars, just because they're problematic. You know, it's unfortunate. A lot of them do look very nice. And it might be your dream to own one, but be aware of the costs. If your extended warranty you purchased does not cover something, are you willing to pay to fix it? Because at the end of the day, you need this car to get to work, right? What are you going to do if the warranty doesn't cover it? Are you prepared for that and the cost? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut this video here and make a part 2 to this. Just because this video ended up being over an hour long. So this looks like a weird cut from where I was talking before. It's because I'm going to end it here and make another part 2 for extended warranties. We'll talk about that. So I'm going to end the video here and hope you have a good day.